High in the eastern Himalayas, where clouds touch the earth and time moves slowly, there exists a country that made an unusual choice. While the world chased wealth, speed, and power, Bhutan chose something else. Silence, balance, happiness. This is not a fairy tale. This is Bhutan. Most nations measure success by gross domestic product, numbers, growth, profit. Bhutan asked a different question. Are our people truly happy? So instead of GDP, Bhutan created gross national happiness, a philosophy rooted in spiritual well-being, culture, environment, and good governance. Here, progress is not about having more, but about needing less. Bhutan is one of the only carbon-negative countries on Earth. More than 70% of the land remains forested, not by accident, but by law. Mountains are sacred, rivers are alive. Trees are not resources, they are guardians. Development here walks carefully because the land is not owned by people. People belong to the land. Bhutan's soul is shaped by Buddhism, not as a religion of escape, but as a way of understanding suffering, desire, and compassion. Legends like Drukpa Kunli, the divine madman, challenged hypocrisy with humor. Monasteries became places of learning, not isolation, and enlightenment was never meant to be perfect, only honest. In Bhutan, wisdom does not shout, it whispers. Clinging to a cliff 3,000 feet above the valley stands Parotaktsang, the tiger's nest. It is said Guru Rinpoche flew here on the back of a tigress. But perhaps the real miracle is not how he arrived, but why people still climb. Each step is a prayer, each breath an offering. Faith here is not blind, it is climbed. There are no traffic lights in Bhutan, not because they failed, but because people learned to slow down. Neighbors still greet each other. Meals are shared. Time is not something to defeat. In a world addicted to speed, Bhutan quietly asks, "Where are you rushing to?" Bhutan does not open its doors to everyone. Tourism here follows a simple rule: high value, low impact. Visitors are welcomed, but the culture is protected. Bhutan understands something rare. Not everything should be sold. Some things must be preserved. Bhutan is not frozen in time. The internet arrived, television arrived, change arrived, and with it, new questions. Can tradition survive modern desire? Can happiness survive comparison? Bhutan does not claim to have all the answers, only the courage to ask the right questions. Bhutan is not perfect, but it is intentional. In a world that measures life by how much we own, Bhutan reminds us to ask how deeply we live. Perhaps happiness was never something to chase. Perhaps it was something to protect. High in the Himalayas, Bhutan is not trying to teach the world how to live. It is simply living and quietly inviting us to remember what matters.